Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? See anybody's on here. I'm kind of doing a real quick live. I ain't gonna be too long on here. I think I'm gonna take a break from social media for a while. I'm contemplating shutting down this channel. The reasons are, I've been under some stress. I think the industry has really gotten to me. Um, I was watching something on TikTok the other day, and the guy says, "Hey, man, you got soft hands." I think I'm getting soft hand syndrome. I'm just gonna take a break and kind of work on me. Last night, um, what I experienced at Love's, and I did put a video out, but it got restricted because I used Love's URL. No, no, I didn't delete it. It's still there. I got I used Love's URL, and they quickly seized on it. So I was like, Jesus. I think I'll try to see if I can unblock it. Um, I don't know. Last night, bro, that really set me off, man, and it made me think to myself that I need to take a break from social media and share my thoughts. I guess what I did is use YouTube as a form of therapy that I don't get anymore because I'm always working. That's one thing I miss having a regular 9 to 5 is the ability to schedule things in your life. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bros. I've been under some stress lately. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, Steve, is trucking good to get into now? Nah, I don't think so. Depends what you want. Steve, if you're a single man and no kids, no wife, no mortgage, no bills, live on your own, then you can take a chance and get into any company and make anything you want. But if you got a family to raise, I wouldn't do it. Congratulations on working for new company Swift. Hey, thanks, Randall. It's okay. I have some drawbacks about Swift, and I think the biggest one is the fuel discount. I wish it was better, but I'm making it work. You like Hirschbach at least so far? Okay. Okay. Congratulations, man. Yeah, so like I said, I think that I'm gonna take a break from social media for a while. You know, stay away from the internet for a while, man, until I work on some things. I've been under some stress lately. I've been having a lot more bad days than I had good days out here on the road. Okay, and bad days on the road can be a life-changing thing. So sometimes you got to take a step back and reassess things in your life. I get forming addiction is so bad. Thanks, Joshua. I appreciate it, man. Steve, listen, I'm gonna give you some advice. Get a passport and go date overseas. You won't have no problem, man. Go to Colombia, Dominican Republic, anywhere but the U.S. I wouldn't date here for nothing. I was telling my brother if I had to do it over again, I'd have never did anything Western, as far as marrying a woman Western or having kids in the Western. I'd have kept it overseas, man. I'm getting red flags by the company I work for. The process direct deposit on Friday. So I haven't received mine. Should I be worried? Mario, don't be worried until Monday. A lot of times they process them Friday afternoon, and your direct deposit don't take hold till Monday. So hold tight to Monday. It's rough out here. It can be done, but a lot of stress. Put my oldest to college without loans, trying to do it for the baby. She's in vet school. Gene, I understand, man. Bro, you're right. I was going to make a video talking about a friend of mine when I was a child. How his mother stayed home as a stay-home wife. And he was a truck driver, and he was able to put 2 of his kids through private school. And he was able to give them a good life. Those days seem to be like long gone from now, you know. So I don't understand. But trucking has became hard, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It has became hard, man. And I tell you, I gotta get off of social media for a while just to stay away. Because last night, man, you guys didn't see my video from last night. Some of you did. I was starting to lose it. Like I was literally starting to lose it. And I just needed to take a break. You know, I need to take a break from social media. Hey, Hanif Rashad, beat it, crybaby. Uh, Hanif, why do you subscribe to say things like that? You know, I'm gonna say this, and what I see is the trucking community is not together, and I'm not really used to that. Let me say, when I was a police, right? Even when we did wrong, we had a backup. It just got worked out later. And some of the comments I read from my last video showed me that we are really in a downcline industry, man, as far as the people, you know. Let's see here. Hanif, what an idiot. Nah, yeah, he is. Yeah, Hanif. Some people are just trolls, and that's the thing. Usually I block those folks, but I'm going to let them live because I'm not going to be on here long so they can say what they want. Hey, Rich, I have a question about when you were police. From the year 2001 to 2013. That's when I was a law. It's crazy because I'm like I said, I'm used to being in an organization where the union has your back. If you have any problems at work or any problems with anything, they have your back. And trucking just doesn't have that. You're kind of a lone wolf out here. You know what I mean? Just joking, bro. But you need more positive topics. Well, Hanif, listen. Let me address you, bro. I'm keeping it 100% real. Like, I'm telling you the real truth about what I'm going through and what life is like as a truck driver. And if you want me to be positive and sell you some bullshit, bro, you in the wrong channel, fam. I got to keep it real and let you know what's going on out here because it's real out here. Did we have good times in trucking? Yes, we did, man. I'm going to tell you, trucking was a hell of a time to be had back in the day. Okay? You made a lot of money. You seen a lot of things. You were good. But these last 2 years, man, it has gone down. Okay? And it's become a shit show. So if you don't want no real, bro, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta. This channel, I speak from the heart. I don't hold no filter. But I heard good things about Hirschbach. Yeah, I heard that too. I will see you when I see you. Maybe we'll see you on the road. Yeah, maybe. I need if you've been driving for 10. It's about the same time I've been driving, boss. So you probably understand how it is. 10 years ago, you can get a job in 20 minutes. A good paying job. Now, they scrutinize everything. And you may not be able to get a job for weeks. Not to mention, you get out here, you might not make a whole lot of money too, right? So, trucking was a job, man. I had a lot of students, right? Hanif, let me address you, Hanif. I had a lot of students that were homeless, got into trucking, and was able to get themselves together. You feel me? I had a lot of guys who came out here, went in training, and they didn't have nothing to look forward to at home, and they got themselves together, So trucking did do its purpose. It did purpose for me, help me get on my feet. But now, man, times has changed, man. It's different. So, did you go straight to the academy or did you go to college to get a degree? Ray Bad, I did both. I went to college, and then in the college, I enlisted in the Army, the National Guard. And then after that, I went and became a police. So I did it all. Now, if you're a person of color and you want to be a police officer, it's a lot easier now because you're desired. Police are struggling right now to fill vacancies. So if you're a young guy and you're in shape, you got good credit, and you're athletic, you can run 3 miles, go ahead and be a cop. You can do it. Hey, I saw a little clown ass hater on your video. Stuff like that made me back away from trucking. Bro, listen, man. Listen, man. When I tell you, I have rough skin, right? So don't get me wrong, fellas. Like, I have rough skin. You know what I'm saying? But lately, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The shit out here is starting to get to me. I mean, dealing with the rude customers, traffic. I want to upload a video. I should upload it. I want to upload a video showing what a truck did to me yesterday. Literally cut me off, man. Yesterday, caused me to swerve. I'm just getting tired of that shit. I'm getting tired dealing with just the bullshit, man. I was telling my buddy of mine, right? I didn't think I'd be in trucking 11 years. Honestly, God, when I got into trucking, it was really meant to get a local job and kind of go from there, man. But I never did it. And here I am 11 years later, man. I'm still stuck in it. And sometimes, man, I feel like I'm worse off than when I started. The good times are gone. You know what I mean? Like, there were some good times in trucking, man. I made some money. You know what I mean? I was able to put away thousands of dollars and buy houses and cars and travel the world. That was all right. Now the shit changed, So let me see. AC took a crap on me today. My eyes have been twitching ever since. Bro, I'm sorry, man. Steve. A driver from Melton hit Jim Palmer's truck and took off. Yeah, I seen that too. You ever said looking to a company that goes terminal to terminal? RL Cares pays very well. Yeah, I have been, man. But I'll be honest with you, Edward St. Andrew. I'm at the point, right, where I'm thinking about getting out of trucking. Like, for real, like getting out of it. I know immigration and customs is a big job right now. And I'm looking to maybe get into that, maybe get back into the regular life. Hanif, I enjoy your videos, bro. Hope you come back soon. Safe journey, my brother. Yeah, I dig it, man. I dig it. Peace, God. You take it easy, man. People don't understand alone and dealing with customers, these DOT regulations every other week seem like crazy. Dogs rolling loud. You're right, man. That's one of the things, dealing with rude customers, man. I was at Walmart, right? Oh, wow. I was at Walmart and I was dropping the trailer. The trailer was clean, okay? But these people at Walmart was fucking with me. And they were like, hey, there's a little dust in there. You need to go in there and sweep it out. Mind you, it's 104 degrees. So I went back there, cleaned it out, came back again. Nah, it's still a little dirty. Just that bullshit. Who wants to deal with that for low pay? Nobody wants to deal with that. Delray Sunshine. Oh, trolling, I see. Okay, whatever. I must be on the road, Rich, but I came back to corrections working for the state. This time, steady check every month and over time. Better days off. I doubt I ever go back to trucking. Ray Bad, I thought about corrections too, bro. I don't know if I want to be locked in with those dudes, man, dealing with that bullshit. But I thought about that shit too, man. U.S. Truck gave me an offer. Oh. What's up, bro? Appreciate your channel. Okay. You gotta work for the TSA? Oh my God, you'll never make it. No, Delray Sunshine, not TSA necessarily. Immigration Customs Enforcement, dealing with doing background checks on immigrants who are trying to get visas for the country. I saw a job that interests me. And as a former investigator, that's kind of up my alley. So, Delray Sunshine, you done being a troll, bro? Or you want to say some more shit? When my father drove truck, it was unionized. He was Teamsters. Nobody bothered them. Everybody was afraid of them. That's what he needs to be again. Bro, you are 100% right. And see, that's my biggest issue with trucking, is nobody has our backs out here. And so I'm about to say something, right? And it's going to sound crazy what I'm about to say. So you guys, if you guys watch the news, you heard about that police officer who shot that lady Massey in the head in Springfield, Illinois, right? She was holding a boiling pot of water. He was dead wrong in all of our eyes. I'm not saying he was right. He was dead fucking wrong, okay? But the police union went to bat for him right now. And they're interpreting her saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus as a threat. And you know what? That might work. But it's a simple fact that he was dead wrong, but there's somebody has his back. And trucking, nobody got your back. And companies do people out here dead fucking wrong. You know? And then what you gonna do? You know? You be up shit's creek. You know, without a paddle. Nobody cares. You know, you're treated like worse than cattle out here as a human being. You know? So yeah, you know, it has me thinking like, God damn, I'm about to cross the border and get back into government services, man. Seriously. You know? So, you know, it's I'm thinking about it, man, really hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, the stuff I've been through the last 3 years. Well, shit, let me think. Fuck, the last 3.5, 4 years, really. It's turning my stomach. So, you know, I like to go back to trucking, but the economy is garbage, and I'm back to welding. Yeah. Southwest welding, man. I wouldn't even touch trucking, man. It's not worth being away from home and sometimes making like $500 a week. It's not worth it. It just ain't. You know, or it's not even worth being away from home, making $1,000 a week. Still not enough. Okay. As a lease owner operator, you want to make $2,000 more a week. My bad. $495 for you now. Okay, I missed that comment there. Ever consider being a safety or an instructor? Yeah, I have. If I see somebody hiring in my local area, I'll definitely hop on it. So, I don't know, fellas, man. I'm just sitting here, taking my quick 30-minute break. You know, I'm about to bounce off, man. I'm a little frustrated, man, and look. So let me tell you. So you guys who didn't see my video, right? You know, I got into it last night with a Love's employee over some bullshit, but that shit really triggered me. Oh God, you know, when you're sleeping in the back of the sleeper, and somebody takes a mallet and bangs on the sleeper, not soft but hard as they could, 2 o'clock in the morning, right on top of your head. That's unacceptable and not called for. Okay, that's highly unacceptable. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm fucking just turned up. You'll never be happy by you. I hauled Jeff you last 10 years of Florida. Okay, Delray Sunshine. Enjoy, brother. I guess. I mean, shit. If you like it, I love it. Delray, you gotta understand. I was a cop. I dealt with protesters, White House fence jumpers, you know, corner store lawyers. You know, your bullshit comment, bro, means nothing. Whatever. I hope it makes you feel better. I guess. I don't know. Got fired from 5 police departments. They know he sucked. Who got fired from 5 police departments, bro? I don't know. Keep an open mind, Rich. Stay safe, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Let's see here. Let me see. There you go. Get him out of here. I don't want to hear bullshit. So anyway, y'all. What else is going on, man? Yeah, well, you know, here, Southwest, I'm going to tell you this, right? I'm going to tell you this. Trucking has gotten easier to get into. That's why I think trucking is bad. Okay? It has gotten easier to get into because, one, The trucks are automatic now, so anybody can drive them. There's people out here who really can't drive standard, and once they start like people drive automatics, the industry flooded. And now to have a standard costs more money than it did to cost to have automatic. So that's one reason why the industry is kind of like shitty right now. There's too many fucking drivers out here. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, it is, man. So let me see here. Rich Morton, that's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. But yeah, man, that's the problem, bro. Like I was listening on the radio, right? Oh, matter of fact, I should make another video before I dip. Okay. I was on TikTok, man. It's this dude who worked for Restaurant Express, and he had an issue. We went to the yard. There was a dude from Afghanistan on the yard sleeping in the truck for 5 days. And when he asked the dude what was going on, dude said he got trained, but you know he couldn't really know what to do next. His trainer didn't tell him what the next move was. But the simple fact, dude was from Afghanistan. Do you understand? Like he jumped in the truck. A whole lot of these trucking companies are going to foreigners, man. Like, a lot of foreigners are jumping in this business. Trucking is not becoming an American man job anymore. It's becoming a foreign job. And that's because of all the videos and all the people telling their people back home, hey, you could be a truck driver in America and make $5,000 a week. You know, that ain't the story no more, man. Yeah, you're right, Mr. B. Economy does play a role, bro. You know, you got truck drivers who work hard, man, and losing everything. So, you know, I'm not trying to really be on here bitching about that part. You know, like I said earlier, I'm just thinking about really taking a break from social media, man, this YouTube stuff. You know, I really started this YouTube channel as a form of like mental therapy. The reason is because when I used to go to therapy, right, I was able to go to, you know, do my job and go have a therapist, you know, and have a normal life. Trucking, you really can't do that, you know? So it's like, this is a form of our mental health, you know, more of a de-escalation type of thing. So, you know, so appreciate you, man. Man, look, them Chicago companies, I don't even want to start with them, you know? But you know what's fucked up, man? Like, you know, and I was just telling my buddy this shit, right? You can go work for a Chicago company, right? Because my buddy, he did. And when he was sleeping, they would set his clock and give him a fresh 70, even though he didn't have no time left, right? Now, he go out here and get into a fatal accident. He's the one going to jail, in prison. There's nobody stepping up saying, hey, he was forced to do that or coerced to do that. You know what I'm saying? The government don't really go after these companies that do foul shit. They're horrible with it. Unacceptably horrible with it. The simple fact that a company can do anything to anybody and nothing be done. It's crazy. But let the driver do something stupid. He's going to go to jail for decades. Okay? You guys see it now with the foreigners getting into accidents. Nobody's questioning the company that put him in the truck. Okay? They're just questioning the foreigner who got the license that was suspended. So, you know, it's bro, I don't know, man. But look, before I get out of here, man, I got to go. Y'all be safe. You know, peace and love, man. And I'm sorry if I disappear for a while, man. Hopefully I come back something different. You know, that's the thing about life. It's always changing. And sometimes, I'm going to tell you something, man. Pressure, yeah, it may bust pipes, but it makes diamonds too. So don't forget that, all right? Sorry this ain't a positive vibe video for you guys, man. But y'all be easy, man. Love.